Hi, I'm Gihan Jayathilake. I am a graduate student in the PhD program of Computer Science in the University of Maryland in College Park. So in this short video, I'll go through my education career that started in Sri Lanka as a school student and then an undergraduate in Peradeniya and now as a graduate student in the United States. So as most of you might be, even at the moment, I was a student that was interested in STEM subjects from primary school, middle school. And in middle school, it was math and science. And in high school, it became physics, chemistry, and math. So I like these subjects because they gave you a chance to solve problems, to think and solve problems, which most of you might be enjoying at the moment. So one thing was, I knew these were STEM subjects, and on the side, during my O levels, I have learned a little bit of programming, which was either Visual Basic or HTML, debatable whether HTML is programming, but anyway. So for O levels, but it never occurred to me that they were in the similar category of math or science. For me, they were technological stuff where you build stuff with, but there was no mathematical component to that, at least from what I learned. And because my exploration was limited at that point on those two. And anyway, I did math well and physics, and I did exams well, went to competitions, won some, lost some, then went to Olympiads and all that. But for me, this analytical problem solving, where you try to solve a problem beginning to end, write equations, and finally finish the answer with underlining twice was it for me. But then after A levels, I wanted to learn a little bit of programming, and I talked to a friend of mine, Samurdi, whose video you might have seen, and I asked him, hey, I want to get involved in programming. I want to be good at it, like at least learn it properly. So he told me a website, go to this website and look up what is there. Yeah, so it was hackerine.com, and I wrote it in a piece of paper. I have written it as 2 words, spelled one of them wrong, I can't remember which, and with a space, so no one writes websites with a space. But anyway, I have done that, and I didn't know, because I was pretty new to the thing. And but anyway, I searched it on Google. Google took me to the correct website, and I looked it up. And then they had a nice program with a lot of mathematical programming questions. So there were questions that were mathematical in nature, where you can write code and solve them. But to solve them efficiently enough, you had to look at the problem, break it down into smaller problems, and write code for individual parts of them, and run them, put them together to get the final answer. And basically, I would say computers are things that are really fast and really dumb. Really fast in the sense it can run a lot of instructions, but you have to give very specific instructions: do this, do this, do this, do this, and then put them together. So it can't be creative, at least at that point. So this was computational thinking. So how to take a problem, break it down, solve small parts with explicit instructions, and put them together for the final answer. So this was very difficult from the analytical thinking, where in our head we had to finish it from beginning to end. So this was like breakdown on all that. So it was very interesting to me, and I liked that. But I got to my regular rhythm, do it for exams, competitions, and all that. So just solve some preset problems by someone for fun, and obviously like others. There are other outcomes as well, but do that for fun. But someone is setting up the problem, so the answer is there. We just have to figure out the answer, which was pretty fun at that point. And I kept doing that, and then wanted to figure out a place to go and keep doing that. So I came to know that Peradeniya was a good platform to do this, because they had great academic staff who was focusing on these things, syllabus, and students were doing good stuff based on these things. But I didn't know exactly what. But anyway, I came to Peradeniya, did the same thing for 1 year, and then luckily I got involved in research with some of the professors from MARC. I think, yeah, probably all of them are part of MARC in one way or another, and most of them are co-members of MARC. And from there on, I started doing research, which was mostly on artificial intelligence, but also on the side, like trying to do artificial intelligence for computer vision, then maybe some biomedical applications and all that, and even some robotics for fun on the side, but that was not much research, but mostly research. So here the difference was, we were not solving a problem that someone set up. We were solving a problem no one knew the answer to, and a problem that community cared about because they didn't know the answer, but the answer is useful. So we solved problems in these domains and wrote papers, published them, so they were useful to the community at large, nationally and internationally, and had a really good time as an undergrad in Peradeniya. So stayed for another year in Peradeniya doing some more research, and then came to graduate school in the United States. So if I'm going to leave you with two important things that in retrospect, I think are most important lessons in my life. One is computational thinking in addition to analytical thinking, and also getting involved in research, open-ended problems other than preset exam type of questions. So have fun, get involved with Mark, get involved with STEM, and Peradeniya has a nice community if you get involved early on and you enjoy these things. So have fun and have a great time. Thanks.